There are different types of knockouts, and sometimes a technical knockout looks much better than a one-punch knockout. And in this video, we will talk about this kind of knockout. On March 27, 2021, Briton Dillian Whyte won the interim WBC heavyweight title, destroying Russian Alexander Povetkin in a rematch, getting even for a heavy defeat in the first fight. Howl of surrender flew out of the Russian boxer's corner.
Really good stoppage, just with the towel being thrown in behind them.
Yeah,
so
they knew.
He called it right, they knew. And
Dillian knew as well, look how he's standing.
He said about the shots that were missing, they were glancing the back of the head.
Especially as an amateur, you know.
Easy, but he didn't, he did it.
He looked a bit wobbly and uncertain, that one caught him anyway, and he was definitely wobbly.
On March 4th, 2005, rising British star David Haye made a fairly serious amount of noise, crushing former world title challenger Glenn Kelly. The Australian veteran could not do anything to the much faster and more powerful prospect, going down to the floor of the ring in the first and second rounds. After Kelly's second knockdown, a towel flew out of his corner. After this fight, Kelly decided to retire from boxing.
And remember, this is a man who has been stopped, and he's got him in one. What a great right hand by Haye. This could be a very, very impressive scalp, and I don't think Mickey Van's having a good look at him. Well, that, had it gone on another few seconds, would have been a first-round KO by a man of the uppercut.
Well, he's looking for that payoff punch, is David Haye. I'm not so sure right now that's the right tactic. He should go in behind that jab. There it is.
He doesn't have to worry about that. He can. The towels come in, and Kelly has been stopped. And this is the most impressive piece of boxing Haye has produced. And Kelly is all over the place. What a finish by David Haye against a man who's rated some 30 places in the world cruiserweight rankings above him. And if there's a message to be sent out from David Haye to the 200-pound division, then it's been delivered here in Rotherham tonight. Twice down in the first, we knew that Kelly could go.
On February 23, 2013, 41-year-old Tony Thompson created one of the main upsets of the year. English fans who packed the arena in Liverpool to capacity were expecting to see another knockout victory of the local favorite, the undefeated 29-year-old puncher David Price, whom the all-knowing bookmakers labeled as the clear favorite. The opening round passed in a calm manner, and already in the second round, the American veteran shocked the entire arena. A short right hand to the ear and the Liverpool giant collapsed on the floor like a house of cards. Price got up, but his legs, which at the moment had become no harder than boiled pasta, and his look did not give the slightest chance of continuing the fight.
Einer sagt, das wird nix. Keinen Sinn aufzustehen, wenn man da nichts, zumindest gegen einen Mann. Das war eine sehr, sehr recht, wenn ich das richtig gesehen habe. Die sah noch gar nicht mal so doll aus. Ja, es kann sein, dass die Halsschlagader getroffen hat. Nee. War wohl ein bisschen höher, auf jeden Fall die rechte.
On April 23, 2005, young Vladimir Klitschko, regaining his lost positions after a strange defeat to Lamont Brewster, confidently passed the test in the person of the undefeated Cuban Alvarez Castillo. The Ukrainian boxer dominated from the very beginning of the fight, and already in the fourth round there was a spectacular ending. Having passed the Cuban prospect's defense with a jab, Vladimir delivered a powerful right hand that sent Castillo into a heavy knockdown. Eliseo courageously got up, but an unsteady run to the ropes forced the referee to give a timely signal to stop the fight. On September 7th, 1996, the great Mike Tyson once again won the world title in his career, taking the WBA belt from the strong Bruce Seldon. True to his style, Mike started the fight aggressively, and it paid off immediately. Already in the first round, Seldon twice found himself in fairly heavy knockdowns. Having gotten up after his second fall, Bruce failed to satisfy the referee of his condition, staggering back into the ropes during the countdown. A very timely stop to an unequal fight.
Steve, there are two unalterable truths in boxing. If you have a great chin, you don't have a great chin, you can't get one. You can't buy one or learn one.
Oh, forget it.
Punch.
He's wobbly.
You can always punch,
over.
and that's it.
It's over in the first round.
1 minute and 9 seconds were left, and he was not going to weather the storm. If he came out, he'd have been flattened. I mean, flattened. He had nothing left, no reflexes. Fight stopped. He stopped himself, really. I think his indication to the referee was no more.
On July 15th, 2000, the legendary Lennox Lewis pleased his home fans with a brilliant victory over the strong boxer from South Africa, Francois Botha, defending his WBC and IBF belts. The British Lion controlled the course of the fight from the very beginning, and already in the second round he finished the fight beautifully. Two powerful blows from the right almost threw the White Buffalo out of the ring. Francois got up, but when the referee asked him to take a step forward, he swung drunkenly towards the ropes. The third person in the ring rightfully decided that it was better for the boxer to take care of his health.
Hier für die Zuschauer was zu bieten, liegt ja auf Lewis und Volltreffer. Da hat er erst gewackelt und dann kam die rechte nochmal hinterher. Ist das Aus in der zweiten Runde? Botha steht. Aber er schaut müde, er schaut fertig. Nein. Larry O'Connell sagt, genug harte Treffer.
On October 14th, 2005, the rising star of British boxing, David Haye, amused the fans with another brilliant performance, destroying the seasoned Italian Vincenzo Rizzuto. Already in the second round, after Haye's ferocious attack, the Italian, flying across half the ring, was knocked down. Rizzuto got up, but his legs did not give him a chance to continue the fight.
Just trying to survive here. These are solid punches. And down he goes, crashes on the canvas in front of us. Vincenzo Rizzuto. Bad knockdown. 10 seconds left in the second, and Mickey Van looked into his eyes. He's waved it off, and David Haye has a big win as he bows to the Huddersfield crowd. 14 knockouts in his 14 victories, and on paper, Jim, the biggest name yet.
On September 24th, 1994, one of the biggest upsets in boxing history happened. The great Lennox Lewis, defending his WBC heavyweight title, suffered a shocking defeat from the strong, but far from stellar, American Oliver McCall. Having confidently won the first round, in the second Lewis missed McCall's powerful right blow, which sent him into a heavy knockdown.
Hold up on this guy without jabbing first, because and Lewis is down! Oh, what a right hand! He's in big trouble here, Simon.
The Briton managed to get up, but his unsteady legs prompted the referee to give the go-ahead to stop the fight. The joy of the American and his team knew no bounds.
Lewis misses with the left hand, follows with the right, hits him right on the chin, and that's it. And keep your eye on Lewis's head. Snapped it, shook his head, rotated the head, and that was the end of it.
The fight between ex-world champion Charles Martin and former interim title holder Luis Ortiz, which took place on January 1st, 2022, turned out to be incredibly dramatic. The Cuban veteran, who had noticeably lost ground, did not shine at all that evening. And in the first and third rounds, he found himself on the floor of the ring after powerful attacks from the big Martin.
Big left.
Off the side of the head with that left hand.
And let me tell you, that shot will knock down.
And there's another big left in Ortiz. I think of Ortiz. And actually, what changes? Landing the bigger shots, and there was another double exchange. And now there's a big left connected. And now Martin eats some shots to the body. And there was a big straight jab that...
Right at the bell, second knockdown.
Everything went towards a confident victory for the American, who after
he struggled to his feet. Terry O'Connor looked into his eyes, and Harrison has been beaten, and he's angry.
He just didn't get a chance to recover, John. He got caught, and then he got caught with some big cuffing shots on the back of the head. You know, that was a cracking shot what landed in the first place. I don't think he can have...
On January 17th, 1995, young Alexander Gurov gave Ukraine a very worthy gift by taking the European Cruiserweight Championship belt from the dangerous French puncher Norbert Akasi. The fight ended in the first round, in which the Ukrainian knocked his opponent down to the floor of the ring twice. Akasi got up after the second knockdown, but was unable to continue the fight.
La frappe est sèche, il fait mal, c'est un puncher. Norbert Akasi sera KO s'il ne réagit pas. Il titube, Larry O'Connell. Quel début de match, terrible. Quelle même fin de match, car j'ai bien peur que dans moins d'une minute c'est terminé. Norbert Akasi est sonné, c'est terminé. Nous avons assisté en touché. Norbert Akasi complètement ébranlé, il ne tient presque plus les jambes et il s'écroule. C'est terrible de voir une image aussi forte. Voilà, Jean-Philippe Lustig est...
On November 30th, 2011, Pole Krzysztof Adarek defended his WBC Cruiserweight title, deeply upsetting the Australian fans with a victory over local favorite and former world champion Danny Green. The Australian veteran looked better as the fight progressed and was quite confidently ahead on points. But over time, Green's energy began to leave him, which the champion did not fail to take advantage of. The fight ended in the 11th round. A powerful blow from Vladarchik from the left, and the challenger found himself on the floor of the ring. Green bravely got up, but his look and movement did not give him any chance to continue the fight.
Now the right hand, his legs went again. He's just a fighter. It's natural instinct. And Green is down! Round 11! He's gone, mate. And the Green machine! 7, 8, 9! No, it's over. He doesn't answer the count. It is over! Krzysztof Vladarchik! From behind on the scorecard. He was a mile behind. Stopped Danny Green in the 11th round.
On May 27th, 1994, the legendary Roy Jones spectacularly made his first defense of the IBF middleweight title, destroying the experienced ex-challenger Thomas Tate in the second round. A perfect left hand.
Tate just walked right into that inside left.
On February 24th, 2017, promising Eleider Alvarez confidently passed the test of former world champion Lucien Bute. The dramatic ending of a fairly equal fight came in the 5th round. A series of blows from the Colombian sent Bute to the floor of the ring. With titanic efforts, the Romanian boxer stood up before the end of the countdown. But his trembling legs were enough of a reason to stop the fight. After this defeat, Bute announced his retirement from boxing.
Right hand, chopping right. He is hurt.
I don't think Bute is going to get up from this. Marlon B. Wright will give him an opportunity, but that's it. Eleider Alvarez.
He did it. He earned his shot. He came through, and I got to tell you, you've got remarkable trainers. Mark Ramsey, the Grants, Stefan LaRouche, they're one of the greatest trainers. Will never get enough credit. Phenomenal job by Mark Ramsey, and the Grants as well had Bute going. He was in the fight.
The fight between Canadian prospect Bermain Stiverne and aging American ex-world title challenger Ray Austin, which took place on June 25, 2011, did not bring much joy to the fans. To the surprise of many, the 40-year-old American looked better in the ring, and after 9 rounds quite confidently was winning on points. But in the 10th round, Stiverne carried out a sharp attack, sending Ray to the floor of the ring.
Stiverne missing with his shots, and Austin countered him.
Stop fighting, okay? Ray Austin has been around for a while, and with Stiverne not having an amateur career, you see a lot of that right now.
Well, give the old man credit.
I'm trying to step her up.
Both fire off big shots. Stiverne
went around 7 and 8. Looked like he was really coming on. Landed shots that almost knocked out Austin. And then around 9, he just gave it away. Didn't do a darn thing. I mean, I guess you...
Oh, there goes Austin there!
It seemed that Austin would not get up in a minute. But with great effort, the boxer managed to get up before the end of the referee's countdown. But his condition prompted the referee to give the go-ahead to stop the fight, despite Ray's protests.
Stop it.
The fight ain't over until it's over. Punch.
On February 22, 2020, the fight between former world champion Charles Martin and former title challenger Gerald Washington took place. A fairly competitive confrontation was with minimal advantage of Charles, who hit much more noticeable punches. The end came in the 6th round, when Martin managed to knock down Washington.
Jab to the body by Charles Martin. Washington with the right hand backing up.
With the glove, trying to get off their lead hand, establish that lead foot position as Martin goes down to the body.
Left for Martin upstairs.
The boxer managed to get up, but his eloquent body language gave the referee a signal that it was better not to risk the guy's health.
As Charles Martin has knocked out Gerald Washington, while Charles Martin is inching closer to a world title.
On May 9th, 2015, young Anthony Joshua passed a rather ordinary test in the person of a Rafael Zambrano. A perfect cross from Anthony in the 2nd round, and the Brazilian was on the floor of the ring. Zambrano managed to get up before the end of the referee's count, but his legs stopped listening to him. The third in the ring rightfully decided he had seen enough to stop the fight.
This is done and dusted. It is his 6th second-round win, and his 12th in all. AJ lights up Birmingham, and he's done it. Cities around the UK, and I'm sure he'll do it in many more.
Yeah, he will though, because he didn't really beat anything that was in front of him. There was no real challenge there.
Injury, that back injury.